whereas the WASB and WSA recognize that lasting change in the county will occur when all stakeholders are involved. Resolved that the Washtenaw Alliance for Education meet on a regular basis to promote ideas and actions that will keep Washtenaw County as a center of education excellence in Michigan. And resolved that the Washtenaw Alliance for Education develop positions on legislation and education reform. And resolved that the Washtenaw Alliance for Education communicate to local and state legislators the positions on legislation and education reform that have been developed. And resolved that the Washtenaw Alliance for Education identify and work toward the adoption of shared services and collaborative programs that benefit the students of Washtenaw County. And resolved that the Washtenaw Alliance for Education involves stakeholders in Washtenaw County who will help county work towards the development and adoption of ideas and actions that benefit the students of Washtenaw County. And resolved that no position or action taken by the Washtenaw Alliance for Education will imply or actually circumvent the decisions of the school districts, their boards of education, or their superintendents.
Support.
It has been moved and supported, the Little Run Board of Education, open for discussion, that the Little Run Board of Education approve the following resolution to support Little Run Community Schools, Washtenaw Alliance for Education. Discussion.
This is based on what I've mentioned a couple times in the last couple of meetings, and this is just to bring it forward and make sure that all the school districts, all the school boards are on board with it, and to realize that it's not meant to circumvent or exceed any powers. It's just a group to discuss what's going on and come to a conclusion on where those of us that are in this position feel about things the government's trying to do for us. Yeah, must do it for us.
Good choice of words. Approval of overnight field trip.
Mr. President, I move the Willow Run Board of Education approve the overnight field trip of Willow Run High School robotics team to First Robotics District Competition, March 8th, 2012 through March 11th, 2012.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the overnight field trip of Willow Run High School robotics team to First Robotics District Competition from March 8, 2012 through March 11, 2012. Discussion.
Are those dates accurate?
I believe they are.
I thought it was Thursday the
8th.
8th.
It's after, at the high school, it's after the MME test, so we cannot go before it.
Well, there's a couple places in here on your forms where you do state. But it was Wednesday, I thought, but that's okay.
I think the original thought was to go Wednesday for the drive team, but that isn't going to happen now.
Okay,
So,
I just want to make sure that we're all on the same
yeah,
page.
no one is going on Wednesday because of the MME test.
Okay.
The initial thought was that the drive team would go a day early because we could do setup on Tuesday.
But there's
Yeah,
no,
they'll say
there's no
Wednesday,
hotel for
March
Wednesday
4th
night.
at 4 p.m. You're gonna be leaving, is that?
Yeah, we're actually going to be leaving Thursday after the MME test, because of the MME test. We don't want to take any students out of school. So
you're leaving Thursday.
so we are leaving
At 4
Thursday
p.m. Okay.
on the
But
8th.
have this been passed out yet? Because it does say Wednesday throughout both forms.
The kids know we're leaving. I thought I fixed it on their forms. That
Okay.
might have been the form that got emailed to her before we fixed it on the kid form.
I know you kids form said Thursday. I had them all in my hands on Friday.
Okay, good.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
At
Good
this-
luck.
At this
Good luck.
time, I'd like to
No,
point
good
out-
luck, good work.
Good work.
Thank you.
has donated the robotics team some money to help cover expenses.
Good for Cooper.
You've done that a few times, Kevin? That's great.
Like,
He was already turned and
already
hard.
ready when he came in. Approval of monthly bills payable.
Mr. President, I move that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the following general fund checks. Check number 56,746 through and including check number 56,864, with the exception of voided checks as noted on page 6 of the general fund check register, totaling $1,574,530.21, and no building and site checks.
Support.
It has been moved and supported that the Willow Run Board of Education approve the following general fund checks. Check number 56746 through and including check number 56864, with the exception of voided checks as noted on page 6 of the general fund check register, totaling $1,574,530.21, and no building and site checks. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Do we have anything from student representation tonight? All right.
You want to discuss how the robots are doing or anything like, I know, they say I
it's
can't badger you, but.
Right, I was about to say, you gotta remember the words of Ms. Stewart.
What?
Go back from the student.
Okay.
So,
No, the robotics team did like a pink out day today, which was like, you could dress down for $3 as long as you wear pink, and then it all went to American Cancer Society.
Plus shirts were on sale.
Yeah, for $20, and our buttons were for donations, so everything went to that. Yep.
I'm not badgering, but would you at least tell them that we had the guy
Oh,
from
yeah.
NASA in today?
There was a man from NASA today. Forgot about him. He came during 6th hour and talked to the robotics team about what he does, build robots for NASA, and he talked to Mr. Meester's 6th hour and some other kids. I don't know who else was in here. And then he came after school to the robotics room and saw the robot and all that. So yeah, that's it.
And spoke very highly of the students as we were leaving. He was like, this is obviously the cream of the crop. So he spoke very highly of them.
Even though it's not customary, would any of the other robotic students in the back there like to say anything about the program while you're here?
Kevin, I know you want to say
We've
something.
been in robotics, we've been making these little Lego League robots, and when all of our stations and things are completed, we'll be having a robotics day for the younger kids and the other learning center to come and see, and we'll have little challenges for them to try to program the robots themselves.
All right. Very good. Do we have any citizen green sheets tonight? Wow. Superintendent comments.
Good luck to the robotics team at their first robotics district competition. And also, I would just like to, again, publicly thank everyone for all of their hard work for the NAPA that night. It was a success, and everyone worked hard to make sure that that happened, so thank you very much. It was a good event.
Board comments.
I'd like to echo Ms. Lisiski's remarks and add that also NAPID was fantastic. I mean, if you didn't make it this year, you gotta go next year. The talent that the kids in Washington County have is just amazing. These students, come from all backgrounds, and you can just see the energy and light that shines in each one of them. No matter whether they were up on stage, behind the table with the RCTC kids that did all the work there, and also to everybody here and on the committee themselves, but especially to our group here that made that area shine. That place